confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Scarlet Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The toss to the outside. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Breaks away on the left. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll start this drive going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Scarlet Knights are on the move. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Under fire. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On target to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Red pass, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowding this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the big fullback. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. And that ball is live in the backfield. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Here comes the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He's going to run it. It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
After the run, now the throw. That's caught. It's Rivers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Unloads it left. It's caught. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
First down for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's King. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the run, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Give to the big fullback. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the handoff. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback, because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Toss to the outside. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll turn to the read option, looking for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
There he goes! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The screen, he's got wheels. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Come on, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's done. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the 1st down. Nice job by this offense.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Goes to the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Catch is made at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Campbell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He throws one to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to throw, it's King. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. A full dive to haul that one in. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the Scarlet Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The option look. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll give it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. They'll run it. It's Haynes. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays, those linemen start to creep further and further down the field. I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw again. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass on second down. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
And the Scarlet Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. The sure hands. It's Campbell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Motion from the back. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll send the back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pulls actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Back to pass, it's King. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game is could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. Turns it on at midfield. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We'll start with the first down. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. Here's the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Duck. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
On the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Big fullback's got it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Give to the fullback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you have to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Gets the back moving. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Shoots it to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only pick...
He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. Running into the open space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The give to the fullback. And the Yellow Jackets get the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Sticks it in his belly. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run the option. Nowhere to go. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Rutgers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.